Helen and Rav. Hi, guys.
Morning. Our conversation about Black Friday deals was probably reflective of those up and down the country. He's going, do you need it? What's your point? Coming up with us, we are continuing to travel the length and breadth of the UK for BBC Scam Safe Week, all in the fight against fraudsters.
It is only 8:30, and already today they'll have stolen an average of over £1.1 million. Consumer champ Matt Allwright and scam interceptors Nick Stapleton are both on the road, making sure criminals don't get their hands on any more.
He knows his stuff. Plus, hunting the so-called whiskey bandits, selling dodgy investments in Scotland's national drink. Find out how an undercover BBC investigation didn't just catch the suspects lying, it found them laughing about it too.
And we're not just talking scams today, with more people than ever eligible for the shingles vaccine. Free and has the truth about whether the jab can actually be used to beat dementia.
And ever fancied cooking like a Michelin-starred chef? Well, culinary wouldn't dare say that if he was in the room, but he does promise you can make
Looks
it
amazing.
too. We'll see you at 9:30.
I wonder if we could.
If you want any help judging that, we're very happy to come down and give you a hand.
Oh,
or a
no,
mouthful.
it's...
Oh, is it? What, is Voodoo? I don't think so, Helen. We'll see you later. See you in an hour.
Coming up on Morning Live, hunting the whiskey bandits. Find out about the criminal networks selling dodgy investments in Scotland's national drink.
Plus, BBC Scam Safe Week continues. Matt and Nick, so on the money.
Oh, you just made their day.
That is exactly what my children have asked for this Christmas. He's right, those stickers will put a smile on people's faces. You're a rock star, Matt. Thank you. Loads of brilliant advice. That is what this week is all about, arming you with information to help you keep yourselves safe. We have got more from BBC's Scam Safe Roadshow in around 15 minutes when we'll be joining scam interceptors.
OK, millions of people could be in for a surprise to see that their credit score has actually dropped. Now, this is all due to a new system from the credit reference agency Experian. And Laura, this is going to be a huge concern for some people. Can you just explain what's actually going on here?
What credit limit are you using? Do you miss payments? Lots of things like that. Initially, things that include whether you've missed payments, but actually a lot more.
It's
encouraging.
So worth paying attention to this, though, particularly if in 2026 you're going to think about borrowing. Maybe you're thinking that's the year you're going to buy a house or get car finance or something. It's not just the numbers that are changing, though, is it? Isn't it?
Well,
That's a massive one, isn't it?
Your rental payment is expensive. And so to be able to prove that you have regular credit if nothing's changed at your end.
Laura, a lot of people get quite concerned about their credit score itself. How important is it?
Of a rating. We look like we like to gamify things, and that really does not impact you financially. So it's really important not to worry about small fluctuations.
I know you don't want to obsess about it, but it is the kind of thing that can impact your life, can't it? Like your ability to buy a house and get a mortgage and get a car, etc. How do you improve your credit score?
And they can bring down your credit rating because you're connected. And actually, even like back in university, if you were all on like the council tax...
That's a really good tip.
And it's something that important to just, you can control what you can control, don't be connected to Bull, we're going to be okay.
That's really good advice, isn't it?
When she talks about financial health, Laura really...
Don't you? You love it.
Pretty score.
When she was talking about your previous flatmates. I know.
Is that why Michelle kicked me out of the flat we shared? I'm down. Michelle Ackley, who's back with us in a few months' time. Fingers crossed.
Yeah,
It'll be
check
Michelle.
your bills. And if you've got a question for Laura or any of our experts and want to get in touch, then here's how.
Email us on morninglive@bbc.co.uk. You can also send us a WhatsApp to 0800 032 1100 or scan the QR code on screen. Remember, it is messages only. Don't call that number.
Now, scammers will call on every trick in the book to steal your cash, but some schemes are more elaborate than others, revolving around a sophisticated underworld of organised crime.
As part of BBC Scotland's Disclosure series, reporter Sam Poling has been tracking down the fraudsters selling dodgy investments in casks of alcohol, and they're known as the Whiskey Bandits.
Oh, you probably don't recognise me. I look totally different. I know, that's because I'm not who I said I was. Disqualified director. You've been running company after company. I mean, my advice would be, if you are interested in investing in whiskey casks, do your research, because not everybody is.
Wow.
What a watch.
What a watch. What an investigation.
Scam interceptors Nick Stapleton is in Scotland now, where that investigation took place. Hi, Nick. Thank you,
Cheers,
Nick. He's very proudly wearing his Scam Safe sticker there. He is so on brand. He is so determined to arm you with the information to keep yourself to encourage you to take a breath and have a think about the conversations you're starting. If you want a sheet of those stickers, head over to bbc.co.uk/Scam Safe. We can send you a sheet or you can download some for yourself. As Nick said, he will be back in around 20 minutes' time. And he's one of the biggest names in the food world. At 10:30, Michelin star the treats. I had a pastry earlier, it was divine.
Yeah. And the judges.
Former Strictly contestant Greg Rutherford will be leading us through that at the end of the show, but you will notice he's not here. That's because he has been put in charge of our scam scoreboard.
Did more, but 12 will... Sorry about that, Geth. I'm just... Wow, look at that.
Put his own gold medal, and rightly so. If I had a gold medal, I'd take one everywhere. Well done, Greg.
He never leaves home without it.
We are not just getting you fit to fight off fraudsters, we're keeping your health in top condition too. And at this time of year, people are always talking about the flu jab.
But there is another life-saving vaccine you might not have realised you could be entitled to. This is one for shingles. And Dr. Garris, this has been in a study says...
used as a blood thinning medication for is available in the first place, are actually less likely, about 16% less likely.
It's actually something that Helen and I weren't aware of when we came in this morning about this vaccine. So how important is the shingles vaccine?
Shingles vaccine, it was started being rolled out a few years ago, 79, but also if you're 18. When I say immunocompromised, we mean someone who's either on medical, in Scotland though.
I mean, it can be incredibly debilitating, can it? How do you spot the signs of shingles?
Lay dormant or asleep in some of the nerve cells, and that can then become active by that nerve cell. And initially it presents with people feeling tingling in one place, and it's just focused on that.
I sort of thought of it as a bit of a rash, but you've described something quite intense there. You've got some examples, haven't you?
Shingles.
You're fun at Christmas, I bet.
Great. So we're going to look at some images.
It's serious.
I mean, informative, but I definitely enjoy Trivial Pursuit more.
Hey, I got 100%. I'm really happy. But is shingles, on a serious note, something that we can treat at home?
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. So, when it comes to consumer dilemmas, Rip Off Britain is the perfect antidote to that. The team is back for their 17th series, tackling everything from holiday complaints to refund rights. So let's take a look at them, doing what they do best.
That's what the show's all about, giving you knowledge. Here to tell us exactly what we can expect from the rest of the series is their resident lead and producer, Katie. Topics and rip-off stories, how have you got coming up?
Wow.
So...
Wow, shocking story that, isn't it? A massive amount of money. Katie, thank you. And Gary, you've got some more highlights that's coming up in the series as well away from romance fraud, which we've just heard of. Tell us what's coming out.
And they took thousands of pounds from people.
Really positive. Thank you both. Katie, thank you. And you can see Gary, Katie and the rest of the Rip Off Britain team straight after Morning Live, weekdays at 10:45. That's here on BBC One and also iPlayer.
Right, enough about them. You're with us today. I'm joking. They're our colleagues and we love them. But you have got your Morning Live hat on. You are going to talk about power of attorney because there are some changes that people definitely need to be aware of. But I know we joke, but stuff like that is important, isn't it? Like if someone's looking after... We're joking, but it's so important you talk about that stuff.
Capacity in the future. So that's the key thing here. Not needed, but it's there for the future in a bit of a safety mechanism there.
It's worth saying that it's slightly different how you make this depending on where you live in the UK, but we're going to put details of that on our website. So it's bbc.co.uk/morninglive. And Gary, can you just clarify that the actual types of power of attorney?
Yeah, so in England and Wales, and I must admit, my view is, well, of the Public Guardian, there may be actually prepare the document.
That's worth clarifying that.
Exactly, and thanks also for mentioning...
No, the minute you start to talk about different fees and solicitors' fees, people think, oh, crikey, this is going to be expensive. Jan has been in touch to say, my husband and I set up power of attorney for our health and finances when we did our wills. It was after my mother had Alzheimer's that encouraged us to sort everything out. Jan goes on to say, if you're on certain benefits, those prices can be reduced. Is that right, Gary?
Of course. It's called the LPA 120.
And people to fill these forms out incorrectly because last year there was a 199% rise in LPA. What do you think that was?
Available on iPlayer, but it's well... So, if you put on your lasting day every year, that's kind of impossible, but every year, if it's possible, there are requests. And if you're filling in the view sections and actually filling the form in the real world, but actually doing it online is a really helpful way of not being registered at all.
Simple tips though, Gary. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Such a heavy subject, but it isn't. When I've had these conversations with family, it's actually quite flattering when you ask family members to be power of attorney. Thank you.
Now, Nick Stapleton's been helping you take back power over fraudsters this morning.
He's in Glasgow with the team from BBC Radio Scotland, spreading the word about BBC Scam Safe Week. You are proudly still wearing your sticker. You've been very busy, haven't you, Nick?
Here, who's a familiar face. It's Glasgow local, Dr. Poonam. Yeah, I know. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. Nice to see you.
You're going to be talking about health scams today with
Yes.
Radio Scotland, and I see this all the time on Scam Interceptors. The sort of the horrible effects that scams can have on people in the moment. What kind of things should people be looking out for in terms of how their bodies are feeling if there's a scam going on?
Yeah, scams are horrible. So if you have been scammed, that happens. Your body's communicating with you. It is very normal to feel that way. You must get urgent medical attention if that's the case. But yeah, not nice at all.
I think that's very, very sound advice. Thank you very much, Dr. P. Now, we've had an absolutely fantastic day here talking about how we can...
Thank you.
Thanks, Nick.
Our friend equally. Listen, it's great to hear Dr. Poonam there. You don't often think about the physical reaction, do you? But if, like Georgia, you have been targeted by fraudsters, then we'd like to hear your stories. You never know. It could stop the same happening to somebody else.
And to do that, and of course to get some of our Scam Safe stickers, then visit bbc.co.uk/scamsafe. And tomorrow, consumer expert Rebecca Wilcox will be with the Scam Safe Roadshow, but over in Kent.
Now, if all that talk of scams has left you with a sour taste, then don't worry. We have got some sweet relief now.
We
Literally.
certainly have, Chef.
You can do it by
Absolutely as well, Ramon. Absolutely.
Listen, loads of you getting in touch and joining in the conversation today. Thank you so much for your questions and for your comments. We know lots of you are downloading those stickers and using them as a visual reminder. We've got more from ScanSafe across the rest of the week.
Laura, can I just ask you a very quick question, though? We've had one come in earlier. Earlier, you were talking about credit scores. Guy has been in touch and says, is there a danger of...
Guys, but you're all going to have to put your cheesecakes down now because it is time for Strictly Fitness with Olympic champion Greg Rutherford. Cue the music.